What up, guys? It's your girl, Rabbi Butterfly. I'm here tonight to do y'all's message. Sorry about that, guys. To do this message. This is a message I typically don't tend to do. But I want to let you guys know I will not be using any cards tonight. Well, I'm going to try not to use any cards, or at least for the beginning of this, I'm being told not to use any cards here. I am getting this ancestor message. I am also being told to deliver this message this way. Okay. I am also being told here that not a lot of people will get this message, or not everybody will. Maybe a lot of people will see this message, but it won't be for everybody. It's going to be for a lot of people, but not for everybody here. Okay. I feel like the number 8 and the number 6 is going to be very significant. Okay. I also, well, before I go any further, let me go on to that. The number 8 and the number 6 is going to be very significant for you guys. I feel like if you're starting something, if you're creating something, it requires either 6 to 8 hours of your time, or it's going to require 6 to 8 months for this to take off here. Okay, that's message number 1 that I am getting for you guys. The next thing that's very, very important is it's about your history, your ancestors. They want you to really know who you are, okay? They want you to understand who you are, where you came from. And when I say where you came from, I don't mean where you came from on this physical realm, who birthed you here, you know, your parents, your grandfather, your grandmother. I mean, spiritually. I also am getting that you guys can be very young, you know, spiritually here. This could be your first, second time, third, fourth time. I feel like somebody's still, you know, in the spiritual realm. You've been here maybe 4 or 5 times, or, you know, under 6 times here. You're still fairly a kid in the spiritual realm. But I feel like your ancestors, or whoever you have been in the previous lives here, everybody that you have been, or every situation that you have encountered, it has been something very significant, something very something life-changing here. And I also want to say that your ancestors really want you to know that they have been through very significant things. Okay, they have made history, they have made changes, they have made very great sacrifices. Okay, not only sacrifices for you, but sacrifices to see people in certain positions here, or sacrifices to see you in a certain position, or to see your family, or to see everyone in the world. That's what I'm getting. Not just for you, your family, and everybody, but to see the whole entire world here. It's like sacrifices they took for everyone here. Okay. I'm also getting that somebody's ancestor here could have, someone could have an Australian accent. I'm also getting that this person, your ancestor, even though they have this Australian accent, or some type of accent here, you know, some type of foreign accent here, that this person, dang, okay, let me tune it back in. Whoever your ancestors, that they speak, I'm sorry about that, you guys, they speak many languages. Okay, this person speaks maybe 6 to 8 different languages. Okay, I also feel like your ancestors, they could have many lives, even though if you've been here for 3 lives, this person's been here, they've been here 12 times. You get what I'm saying? So, and when I say 12 times or years, I don't mean this as in, okay, I died. Well, I will say 3 in time, but you don't know when you're alive, when you had this time to reincarnate here. So somebody here, I feel like somebody's ancestor is very ancient. So you could have reincarnated here now in this time, in the, you know, the 1990s, the 70s, or the 80s, or whatever, 2000, whatever this is, whatever whatever century you were born in. But you could have also in your past life been born in 1922, 1914, back into, way before then. I also feel like that you're not also, I'm also being told that it's significant that you start understanding the history about pharaohs, kings, and queens, and people that were legendary, to making differences here. Because some of you guys, it's different paths that you're going to be on. Some of you guys, you're going to be taking this role of leadership and politics and things like that. Others of you guys, you're going to be taking on these roles of, becoming preachers and motivational speakers and things like that. Some of you guys, you're going to be entertainers and superstars, but a lot of you guys, you're meant to be very legendary, and you're rooted from very legendary ancestors, and you have very legendary spiritual guides around you, okay? I'm also getting music. I feel like music here, your spiritual guides, they love music. So if you're young, you could have been somebody that's young, and ever since you were a kid, you used to listen to old school music, and people be like, well, what you know about that? And you don't even understand what you know about it. Or you're hearing music or sounds in your head, and you like, why am I so, what, or something's telling you to go listen to something, and you find these songs, or you're attracted to, a certain genre of music the average person isn't attracted to here. It's your spiritual guides, okay? Also about the accent, when I said earlier, your spiritual guide, someone here, their guide has a very strong accent here, okay, foreign accent, and they speak different languages. It's also important, they want you to know that this person, they come in many shapes and forms. They also come in different forms of their past lives, okay? So your spiritual guide here, your ancestors, they want you to also understand that they're very acquired of nice things, okay? I'm straight up getting that, okay? They come from, it's almost like somebody was born under royalty, and I understand, when I say royalty, I don't necessarily just mean wealth, but that's kind of what they're like, yes, wealth. Okay. This is a way for me to break it down, how I'm kind of seeing, what I'm seeing in my head is, I'm trying not to be as blunt and as, direct as your spiritual guides, because I want people to still receive the message. They're like, just say it already. Okay. Anywho, what I'm kind of getting is like, okay, it don't matter if you're born into royalty, you're born into royalty. Okay, it doesn't matter what part of royal, if your granddad is the king, okay, then granddad is the king. If your uncle is the prince or whatever, however, I can't really explain what this is here, but it's some type of notion like that. I feel like all of your spiritual guides have taken some type of sacrifice, but also have been in some type of position of leadership, royalty, notoriety. They've made it, it's just something here, okay? That they want you to know, like, you're really worthy of praise. You don't understand why in this lifetime, why you feel so legendary, why you don't feel like, why you feel like you're not like anybody, in which you're not. But they want you to understand this because in every life you have experienced being someone, having someone, and you have acquired it. But in the way that you have done it is in this very, use my voice, or through war, or through strength, or through, power, or through, whatever this is. I feel like your spiritual guides and you, or some of you guys are very ancient if you've been here for a while, but for most of you guys, some of my younger people here, I'm thinking about 25, 35, in between that age category. 20 to 35, in between that age or whatever. I feel like some of you guys here, it's almost like you're a master, but you're a novice here, okay? It's like if somebody is a king, of course you're always prepping and priming getting the queen ready, or getting somebody in position, right? But back to this story with the supreme sacrifice, Let me try to get this all in. I'm sorry, guys. It's coming in quick. I feel like this person, not this person, your spiritual guides want you to know that shit, fuck, where was I? Where was I? Where was I? Let me pull the energy back in. Sorry, guys. That's what it was. Somehow, some way, everybody has played, whether it was you or your ancestors, you guys have experienced or played some type of, understood some type of position of every dynamic of what it is to conquer, what it is to rule, what it is to lead, what it is to be in a position of authority, in a position to, pass judgment, in a position to rule. Okay? So I feel like your ancestors could have lived 12 different lives where in each life they played a different role. They could have been the king, they could have been the queen, they could have been the prince, they could have been the princess, they could have been the knight, they could have been, all these different things. I think I've already told you guys how the history of pharaohs and kings and queens would be very significant to you, and your ancestors also want you to know it's very important that you do not, that you stop either surrounding yourself with people that are not kings and queens, that are not of the higher this higher, I'm hearing hierarchy, or this higher, they're not at this level. They're not born to the same things. You cannot help. You cannot save everybody. But it's like you're constantly, every life, you or your ancestors have tried to learn this. Okay, some of you guys, your ancestors, you're products of them. Okay, some of you guys, you're born from, like, you need to also do your research on mythology here, because I'm hearing the gods, the goddesses, the kings, the queens, the pharaohs. Okay, so some of you guys, it's like, in every situation, your ancestors, like I said, back to this story, they could have been a king, they could have been a queen, they could have been a warrior, they could have been, but every situation, they were involved in royalty. They were involved in something bigger than them. Okay? I think you have also been somebody that had to crawl your way from the bottom to the top. A lot of you guys, you often feel like you're very stagnant, or you're very comfortable. Okay, I also feel like you always feel like people are competing with you. People are trying to sabotage you. This is this past energy here. Okay, but your roots are very significant. And like I said again, your ancestors want me to tell you, not the roots that you think that you are born from, your actual roots, your actual tribe, your actual people. Okay, your spiritual guides have been saying this all day today, or all night, well, for this past little message as well. I talked about this in the Virgo reading. I'm also getting that somebody could have Sagittarius moon, Capricorn moon, but more likely Sagittarius. The Sagittarius, your ancestor, they like wine, okay, or they like alcohol, they like weed. Okay, somebody, I feel like this kind of enhances your gifts in a way. I'm not telling anybody to overindulge or encouraging anybody to drink or smoke here, disclaimer. But I am getting this message. I feel like it also doesn't affect you like how it would affect the average person. Okay? Your ancestors also want you to stay in control of these things, but understand like how your gifts work here. It's all about understanding who you are, what you came from. See, back in the if you think about people from royalty, or even if you go back into ancient history here, wine was very significant, or things that were of the earth. That's what they like to drink. Okay. I also feel like food is significant here. They have also been talking about food. So when you have these cravings to eat certain foods, it's good for you to eat them. But it's also good for you to eat vegetables. I'm hearing that. Okay, so some of you guys could need to switch. I'm hearing switch, over to a raw diet, or like, eating natural meat. So if you eat a lot of processed foods or drinking a lot of, man-made, eating a lot of man-made, man-made food or whatever this is, I don't know, but I feel like somebody needs to eat more handcrafted foods. Okay, that's what they're saying here. Okay. And I also feel like numbers are significant. Okay, 11, 22, 22, 33, 44, 66, 88, 99. Like, I feel like your spiritual guides always talk to you through numbers. Okay, definitely through your dreams here. I also am getting that it doesn't stop just with at that. I mean, you still have to continue on this legacy here. Okay. I'm hearing Austria or Australia. I keep getting that. Somebody, this Australian accent, this British accent, this accent from the UK here. I feel like somebody loves to smoke. If you're very musically creative here, I feel like you get in tune with people that are passed away. I'm definitely hearing Amy Winehouse. Okay. Different characters that you are that are able to come and channel through you. So if you have some type of musical gift here, it's time for you to start using your voice here. Others of you guys, like I said, it's about becoming this leader here. Either way, the outcome is all the same. I feel like somebody here is definitely becoming legendary. It's a birthright for somebody to be legendary. It's a birthright for someone to be this star. It's a birthright for someone to have this rule. It's a birthright for someone to have this position. Okay? I'm also hearing that you can see things unforeseen. Somebody here definitely gets downloads in their dreams here. Somebody might need to start keeping a spiritual journal here. I'm also getting that it's very scary. It's very scary is what they're telling me. It's very scary to see things, to know things, to feel things before they're happening, or to see people's inner demons, to see people's, the vulnerabilities, their weaknesses, their plans, their agendas, their ideas. It's very scary. It's also very hurtful. They're also saying that, it's very lonely at the top. I don't think that you haven't grasped this concept yet. In every life that you have been through, and I feel like your ancestors really are trying to get you to understand this, because this is one thing that your ancestors, I feel like they couldn't get at the end of the cycle, or it took them all the way to 12 to understand this here. So they really want you to get it now here. I really feel like somebody's ancestor, for you, if you were to look at this in a physical realm, it's like your grandmother or your grandfather here. But somebody's ancestor is very elegant, very graceful. I'm also hearing Isis here. Somebody with red hair, pale skin here, or it's very like Queen Elizabeth in my deck, somebody of royalty, somebody very astute, somebody very disciplined, somebody that's nurturing as well, blunt, direct, straight to the point here. But at the same time, there's this is like your ancestor. I don't know, they give you this motherly love here. It's like I'll spank you if I need to spank you, but I'll, feed you if I need to feed you. Okay. I also feel like the color red is very significant to somebody, or passion fruit, that color of passion fruit, fuchsia, pink. Okay. I'm also hearing the color of gold is very significant to you. Loyalty, purple. Okay. Wealth for the gold. Silver and money and all of these things. I feel like it's not very... Your ancestors tell you, like, don't chase money. You don't have to chase money. Your money is attracted to you. Fame and wealth and all these things are attracted to you by who you are. You receive these things by who you are. But what really would make you extraordinary is when you chase what you love, when you chase your passion, when you chase your dreams, when you follow your voice, when you believe in yourself here. And that's what this is all about here. See, your spiritual guides, you, whoever this is, your whoever, you know, if you're the ancestor, if this, I'm not whoever, if this is you from your past lives or your ancestors' past lives, what I feel like it's a combination of both. I feel like your ancestors are here, you're here, but whatever this is, whatever has been sacrificed and then put upon you that you have inherited here, I feel like it's all about, there's some type of learning here, some type of sacrifice, some type of learning here. But it's like in every position, I feel like your ancestors have sacrificed something. You know, whether they were the warrior, whether they were the king, they were the queen. They could have sacrificed love. They could have sacrificed people they love. They could have sacrificed doing what they love. If they were a warrior, they could have sacrificed their life. They could have sacrificed whatever this is here, okay? It's different for every, like I said, every position they played a different part. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the images and the stories, what I'm getting and hearing, so you guys stay with me. But in this, what they want you to truly understand is that don't sacrifice yourself, your happiness, your love, your joy, your, you know, your gifts over. It's like, I cannot explain this, okay? I think that's what they haven't understood, and they wanted you, they do understand, and they want you to understand before it's, you know, not too late. You have, I'm feeling, they keep telling me 12 times. And I'm also hearing that saying, a cat has 9 lives. And I feel like a cat, the physical people, the ones that aren't like you, have 9 lives, but those of you, your type, whoever I'm speaking to here, I feel like you understand, well, not you, but you have 12 lives here. Okay, you have 12 lives here. It's through karma, it's through spiritual debt, it's through what's birthrighted to you. Okay? And if you think about 12, I think what's significant as I'm saying that, and I know this video isn't for Virgo, but I'm going to talk about this briefly. If you think about 12, well, Pisces is the 12th sign of the zodiac. If you think about the breakdown of 12, that's 6. If you think that what that is, that represents Virgo, the 6th sign of the zodiac. And if you break that down, then you get 3. Okay? I'm not sure who represents the 3rd sign. What is it? Capricorn? Can't think. I'm not even going to try to get into my physical. Let me just stay. Okay, but the 6 and the 12 here is significant. For whatever reason there, I don't know where we were going with that, but that's where it was. Sorry, my son came through and interrupted weaponly.
Looking for the church.
They go around that way. It's over there. I'm also getting that it's imperative that you start understanding your chart, understanding your aspects, okay? That's going to help you start understanding your history, understanding your ancestors, okay? Just take it. Take it in there with you. Some of you guys, you wanted to know, how do you really know the word? I'm getting to tell you this, that to confirm that it's you. To confirm that it's you, first and foremost, I'm feeling like, first of all, you've been having a lot of different itchy spots in places that you can't really explain. Like, why the hell am I itching? Or just itchiness out of anywhere, okay? I also feel like somebody here has a lot of spidey senses. Okay, I also feel like somebody you like to shake, or when you get around certain situations, your body can feel certain things here. It's like, you know, your energy is very in tune with the other people's energy here, because your ancestors are so wise and you're so wise that you're able to pick up so many things. You're able to see so many things that a lot of people can't see. I'm also hearing you have the gift of, like we've already said, see people's demons, the gift to see the forbidden. Okay, what people are afraid, or might or what they're afraid to see, or what people aren't supposed to know, what they're not supposed to hear, what they're not supposed to think about. I feel like you have the ability to tap into that. Okay, I'm also hearing like Akashic records, like somebody here, you don't have a choice. You're very deep into it's blood written that you're into this. You know, it's like, it doesn't matter if you don't want to be. If you know, if your dad's the king and your mother is the queen, then and you're the, you know, you're next in line. You don't really have a choice. You have to take on this position here. You have to be prepared. I'm also seeing that movie Sparta, when he was taken away from his family and he went through all of these things and he had to come back with the, you know, the fur or whatever. It's like you've been molded. You're really going through a lot of things, or you've been through a lot of abuse here in this life. You have to understand sacrifice in a different way here. It's about sacrificing. I feel like sacrificing, I don't want to say yourself, but I feel like it's yourself and a smaller amount of people, because the story 300 is also becoming significant with this sacrifice thing. I'm also getting ancient history, like not ancient history, like Asian history, okay? Like I'm hearing like the royal empires, and, you know, I don't know. I don't even know if this is somebody that's real, but I'm hearing like Chong Li, okay? I'm also getting that one of your ancestors, they came from like nothing. Well, you also have an ancestor here that passed in modern day time, like an ancestor that's at the front of you, who kind of can talk to you a little bit more than others, because this person is a little bit more relatable. I feel like this is somebody that you know, somebody that passed away that was close, a mother, a father, an aunt, an uncle, cousin, friend, someone close to you here. And I feel like this person definitely can talk to you in a more lighthearted way. They can get to you in an easier sense here. Okay, I feel like this person, they crack you up, they make you laugh, they try to bring you like the little things that, you know, feel good or whatever. This person is more like a father or grandfather or uncle, aunt, somebody very, you know, very close that looks at you like you're their child here. Okay, I feel like this person here, they're very you know, they don't like to punish you. They don't like to see you get in trouble. They like, stop. When you do something that they can't stop you from doing, they just get very antsy. They get very like overwhelmed. Or if they see you following down this wrong footstep here, it's like they start, you know, messing with your senses here, your stomach. Okay, I'm getting that a lot. Okay. And when your other ones take over, that's in a higher position, I feel like that's when you get these itches. That's when you get these internal downloads that you can't stop. Okay, but this other one, your other ancestor that's here, that's fun, that tries to protect you, tries to, you know, reason with you, tries to get you to understand things. You have a set of people, it's like a warrior tribe kind of surrounded around you. I'm also getting someone here, you're very lonely. You don't really, even when you do, you don't feel lonely. You're content with where you're at. But even when you do, if you do feel lonely, when you find yourself getting out, when you find yourself, entertaining people, you just don't feel good around these people. You really often only feel good when you're around, the elite, when you're around things that give you vision, things that, make you feel good. So a lot of people look at this or look at you as somebody that's superficial, and even yourself, you're not somebody who, like, you idolize stars, and you don't really, ask for nice things, but you have this attraction or this acquired taste ever since you were a kid for nice things. You could have been somebody who ordered steak off the menu when you were like 5 or 4 years old here. Okay, or you didn't like milk, or your parents couldn't get you to eat this. You only liked caviar, or you only liked Jordan, or whatever. You've always have had the nicest things, or you've always thrived off nice things in loving situations or in war. And a lot of people don't understand that mindset. That mindset, that concept there. Okay. I'm also getting the colors white and the colors green. Your spiritual guides love to see you in white, and they love to see you in green. Okay, I'm also getting turquoise. Okay. I'm also getting somebody's going to grow old very gracefully. Someone's going to live a very long life here. You will see your name go down in history. It's a part of that birthright. Okay. Somebody also definitely has this third eye here. Somebody has some type of mark here, and I call it the mark of the beast, but I won't say mark of the beast, but I'm definitely going to say that here. If you palm your hands, I've told you guys this before, if you see this M in your hand, you have this mark. Okay, if you have this X in the middle of your palm, you have this mark. Okay, you also, if you have crosses on your hand, you have this mark. Okay. I'm also getting the letter K is very significant for you guys. Okay, the letter T is going to be significant for you guys. The letter E is going to be significant. The letter M is going to be significant. Okay. I'm also getting that you can use every sense, every clue, everything that you're feeling, seeing, hearing, listening to, every one of your senses to use this gift here. Somebody has a very powerful gift here, and you're going to make a very powerful change here. The legacy does not stop with you. Okay? It's the name, it's the title, it's the birthright. So go ahead and start indulging yourself in history, indulging yourself in learning and research. Instead of watching these videos, go watch some documentaries, go read a book, go do something here, go stare at a candle. Whatever this is, go sit in the bathtub, clean your home. Whatever this is here, do anything but indulge your mind with the physical. Okay, so if you want to know what's my purpose, what's my gift, what's this, that's for you guys. For the others of you guys, it's time for you to dive deeper. There's still some things that's hidden to you that you need to understand before you go into this next position, because my heavy hitters, you've already experienced this. That's what I'm saying. You're getting to this point, this make or break, this point that's breaking some type of generational curse or generational birth. It's not even about breaking the generational birthright. Okay, it's past that. Fuck that generational curse. That's physical. On what we talking about, I mean this right here. This is what's been placed upon you. It's your birthright. But it's also like making this change here. Just because the king did it this, my dad who was the king did it this way, doesn't mean I'm gonna rule this way. Or I don't know, I can't explain it. There's something there complex that they're trying to get you to see, to figure out, to understand, to make sure that you do it right. I'm also getting the significance. They're telling me about Game of Thrones. This point that is significant. How Game of Thrones, they had 8 seasons. They showed all this, everything that was going on in the physical realm from the kingdom. But now they're taking you back with this new season, with the history of how it all started. So I think, Virgo, there's something that you need to see. There's something about history. There's something here. I said Virgo, but I'm speaking to anyone. I'm sorry. There's something about history here. There's also something about purchasing. Purchasing. I'm hearing purchasing. Purchasing. Okay, exchange, wealth, income, freedom, society, justice. Okay, so there's a lot that comes with being a ruler, Virgo. Okay, I'm also getting the Pharaoh, what's her name? And I'm probably going to say this wrong, Haspethith or something, and Nefertiti, Nefertiti, okay, I don't know if I'm saying this right or wrong, okay? One of the most loved and hated, wives that the Pharaoh's Egyptians had seen here. She also, pretty much ran, made the decisions, even though her husband was the pharaoh, was the king, was the leader, she had a lot of stand and what went on. They also changed, the religion from polytheistic, I believe that's what it is, to worshiping the sun god Autumn, okay? There's something about history here and facts and learning, Virgo, that's going to give you some type of revelation here. Only a message for you. So as much as that you take in from me, there's only certain messages, or from anything that you get, there's only certain messages that will be downloaded to you. Okay? I'm also hearing 66 Virgo, or 666 Virgo. You could be very afraid of that. You're very afraid of demons. You're afraid of darkness. You're afraid of silence. You're afraid of the unknown, or this, you're afraid of what you see, what you hear. We already talked about that. But Virgo, you got to find some type of comfort, some type of understanding, some type of acknowledgement, and let it be what it is. This is a part of your calling. And everybody knows, when you rule, if you a real ruler, a real leader, when one in your nation hurt, it hurts you. One in your circle hurts, it breaks you. So Virgo, this is what you're understanding. I keep saying Virgo, so this is what you understand, and this energy, what this gift that you have, it's bigger than what you understand. So you can't allow yourself to be caught up in what you feel and what you think, or if you see other people going through hardships, or you feeling this energy you think is here to affect you. You have to understand that you're protected. You have a birthright. When you walk outside of the kingdom, there's an army around you. There's warriors around you. Whether people see them or they don't see them, Virgo, you know they exist. But if we were back in ancient time, Virgo, you would actually have those people around you. See, it's not like the ancient time anymore. That's what they telling me, how, there was one kingdom, one king, one queen. I keep getting the Game of Thrones, how they had the 7 kingdoms. And then everybody had their own little piece that they ruled. That was all birthright. See, Virgo, sorry, I keep saying Virgo. See, what it is here is that though you have this birthright, there's always somebody fighting to get to the top, but only the strong will survive. Only the ones that are meant to rule will rule. And we already talked about what strength is. Strength is wisdom, it's knowledge. It's clarity. It's being okay with being in the unknown. Being okay with being uncomfortable. Because you are so, you understand the assignment. Okay? So that's the message that I'm getting for you guys. I hope that resonated. I also feel like the color brown is going to be significant. Some of you guys, I'm hearing like, dark skinned pharaohs, okay, but also pale skinned queens here. So I'm seeing like, a pharaoh that has tan skin, and I'm seeing like a queen image that looks like Queen Elizabeth, and I'm also seeing a very godlike image woman here, like Medusa, but not Medusa. Somebody very, angelic, flowy, godlike, big, like, okay? I also feel like someone here that your hands, you could be small, you have big hands, or you could be a small person with a big voice, or whatever this is. You could be the small person right now, but you're going to leave a big, big, big remark on this world. So, hey, there you guys go. Thank you so much.